got a lot to live for. I've got a lot to live for. Yeah, I've got a lot to live for. I am not done. As long as there is life in my lungs, it might be the darkest of nights, but the light will still come. Waiting for the day to break. This'll be the takeaway. Negativity, it can't stay by the break of day. Seeing shadowy shapes, those are small shades. The battle to be great, that's a small phase. Improve self-development, intelligent, in all ways, whatever y'all say, yeah, relay with.
Welcome to Tribe and Grit Radio, where we fill your spirit, strengthen your resolve, and empower your journey towards success. I'm Mr. Hollandness, your host and friend, here to bring you stories, strategies, and insights to help you build resilience and tap into your inner well-being. And because every great day deserves a great soundtrack, we'll keep the energy flowing with music that motivates and inspires. Joining me is my brother, Ulysses Valor from the UV Light Foundation.
Yeah. Happy Monday, y'all.
Happy.
Am I on?
Who brings
Oh, nope. I'm on now.
a unique perspective, boundless energy, and a passion for helping others.
Let's get it. I'm here.
So with that being said, let's rise together and shine so bright and keep Tribe and Grit Radio your Monday night delight.
Oh, let's go.
Let's
boss.
get gritty.
Let's get gritty. Yeah. Man, happy Monday. How you doing, my guy?
How you doing?
Man, I am full of unshakable confidence. Thank you for asking. How are you? How was your weekend?
My weekend was actually good. Thanks for asking.
And would you get into anything?
You know what? I went to a play yesterday.
I could dig it. What kind of play?
It was, you know what? I didn't bring the information, but it was a play that was written by a good friend of mine. Her mom writes plays, and her mom passed recently.
Okay.
And so I went and checked out the play with my wife, and it was amazing. It was good. You know
Nice.
what? I'm going to get that information so I can share it with the listeners.
Yes.
And I'll have it for after the, our little break.
Nice. I could dig it. Yo.
What you do?
You know what? I have absolutely no idea.
You was all over the place?
Man, bro, I have no idea. You ever just have one of those weekends where everything just like mushed together?
Yeah.
It was one of those.
Okay.
I have absolutely no idea. I know I did something. I have absolutely no clue.
Well, you know what? Hey, you probably were just real busy. Sometimes it be like
Man, I
that.
have no idea, bro. I was everywhere.
Sometimes I forget what I've done that morning on the same day.
My goodness. What was Saturday? I don't know, bro. Drawing a blank. I mean, no, I spoke to you on Saturday.
Yeah?
That was my weekend. I spoke to you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no. You know what? Dang, was that Saturday or Friday? No, I think that was Friday. Uplift San Bernardino and Making Hope Happen had a function taking place off of Court Street. They were out there hanging and banging with the community and being all celebratory during this time of celebration and holidays. And I met a harpist down there.
A harpist.
A harpist.
Okay.
Yeah, her Instagram is Lady Bass Music, man. Y'all should rock with her. Lady Bass, BASE. Lady Bass Music, yo. The harp is my favorite instrument.
Okay.
And when I seen her live, and on top of that, it's an electric harp.
Electric.
It's an electric harp, and she was doing something with this little mixing board, and she was playing the strings, and then she could record it and then loop it back, and then she was making instrumentals. She was making like real fly beats with the harp.
So you know what?
It was amazing.
When you see stuff like that, get some pictures, and then when we talk about it, we can have.
Man, but you know you the picture
upload.
guy though. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Now we need VGX 909 VGX Life back
Oh,
up here.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying, to capture all the photos. But you know what though? It'd be great to have her up here with that harp though.
Hey, make it happen.
I got you.
Make it happen.
I got you.
So yeah. So today, you know what? We'll get into some of the usual stuff. We'll get into the N11 codes.
The N11
Codes, the black seat,
Black Seat.
the power of daily habits.
Power of daily habits.
Also, M4 content today,
Let's get it. Mindful masculinity.
Mindful Masculinity Mondays.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
And of course, we got another one. We switched up a little, something we was talking about off air, me and you. Remember we was talking about steps?
Yep.
So
The success steps.
it'll be called Success Steps. So that'll be one of the segments, Success Steps.
I'm down.
So let's get off into the N11 codes real quick and get them out the way so people who need to know what these are, they'll know.
Okay, so can you break down the title N11 code? What is N11?
N11 codes are a 3-digit code that just basically provide quick and easy access to Pacific services.
Okay.
with the first N11 code being 211.
211.
211, that's for community information and social services. So yeah, basically it's to connect individuals to community services and assistance programs.
So community services, like if somebody needs help with their trash.
I guess so. Stuff like housing, food programs,
okay.
mental health support, stuff like that.
Got you,
Oh,
got you.
and child care resources.
Got it.
Other N11 code would be 311.
Okay, 311.
That's for non-emergency municipal services.
Okay, non-emergency.
Non-emergency.
Non-emergencies, I get it, bro.
Okay,
Non-emergencies.
because I know. I remember why you got that mixed up.
Right, I get it, bro. Non-emergencies. you know what I'm saying?
Non-emergency, like if the
Right.
cat is stuck
If the
in
cat's stuck in the tree, call 311.
yeah.
Don't
What
call.
if you guys see a pig run the street? I forgot
If you
that
see
one.
if you see a pig running down the street,
mean,
man, call 311
Right.
and get it. I got it. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
So 311 is for non-emergency.
Non-emergency services.
Like, would a flat tire be a non-emergency, or would that be an emergency? Would that be a 911 or a 311?
I don't even think you would call neither one.
For somebody, that might be an emergency. Like, yo, I got a flat tire.
You know what? It might be.
It might be.
Do not call 311 people for that.
Somebody gonna be like, he was right.
Call a friend. Call a friend. The other one we got
Who work
is,
at 311? No, don't do it.
The other one we got is 411, that old school one, directory assistance. You looking for the number to McDonald's on that corner of whatever it is.
Oh, so call 411 for McDonald's, but don't call 311 for the flat tire.
Hey, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Right, that sound about right. That sound about right. Hey, look, I didn't make the rules. I just got to follow them. Okay, so after 411, we got, and everybody knows what 411 is. That's just information. But 511 is kind of important, too. 511 is for traffic and transportation information. So if you're going out of town, you're going to Vegas, you're going on a long road trip, and you worried about how the traffic, if any highways are going to be closed, you can call 511.
That's dope.
Yeah, that is. A lot of people don't know that.
I never knew that,
511.
like, ever.
And then we got 611. That's typically your own cell phone providers for like customer service and phone companies and stuff like that. 611. Then you got 711. That's the one where it connects individuals who have a hearing or speech disability to a relay service.
Okay, nice.
But a lot of people don't use that anymore on 711. A lot of people use what they call video relay service
Okay.
or even texting.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
So, but 711 might be still around. So we just, we still gonna let people know.
Right, just in case. Why not?
Then we got 811,
Okay.
which is kind of important, especially since 811 is one of our sponsors. But 811 is basically calling dig alert.
Okay.
So before you do any type of digging, whether it be planting a tree, building a shed, whatever type of digging you're going to be doing, you should call 811. But better yet, you can call Ground Vision, which is a utility locating and CCTV inspection company, and they'll take care of all your utility locating needs. So if you need to call 811, you can do that, or you can just call Ground Vision. Their number is 951-399-5425. That is 951-399-5425. Again, Ground Vision for any type of utility locating. And last,
So that's to make sure that when a person gets ready to start digging, they don't mess up anything.
right, you don't want to hit any gas lines. You don't want to hit any TV lines, no
So if somebody's
phone
looking
lines.
to put a pool in their backyard or whatnot, you want to call Ground Vision, have them come look at it before.
Exactly. Now, and you know what? Let me just say this: if you're getting a pool installed, whoever's installing the pool should know that you call 811.
Right. Or they should call Ground Vision.
They should call Ground
We should
Vision.
have the pool people call Ground Vision.
Everybody should be calling Ground Vision. To be honest with you,
Right.
you can skip everybody. Just call Ground Vision and make
Just go
it.
right to them.
Just call them 951-399-5425.
I'm saying they got the vision on the ground.
Yes. And then that last one, probably the most important one,
Oh, that's a 911.
911.
Got it.
911.
Got
ambulance, you need the police, or you need the fire department, call 911. 911.
Got it.
Definitely not to look for a pig. You know that. You know, you probably gonna hear this every week.
That's fine, money, because it was hilarious. Because the lady was like, "Sir, what?" Ma'am, listen.
Yeah, call 9.
What do I do with this? Yeah.
But yeah, if you and you know, we take this seriously too. If you got to call 911, that's serious.
Yeah.
We sitting up here laughing, but yeah, if you have to call 911,
Call
you
'em.
do that. You call the police, you call the fire department for whatever it is
The
you
rescue
need.
services, absolutely.
You call them immediately and let them take care of whatever it is you're having.
Yeah, salute to all the rescue services out there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody out there putting their lives on the line to save other lives, man. Salute to all of y'all. We should get the round of applause. Eric, get on with the round of applause. The people that are applauding, don't worry about it. They're there. Ooh,
Yeah.
Oh, we got y'all.
You know what? Speaking on that, oh, there you go.
We got him, yo. We got him. It's all this real life. It's spontaneous live.
Yeah, that's what make this fun.
Let's get it.
You know what? Speaking of hey, make sure you find out who played tonight. Monday Night Football. I don't even look. I'll let you do that. But find out who played. Let us know who won.
I think it was the Niners and the Packers. Let me double check right
Let's
now.
get it, E.
Hey, did your guys' teams win this past weekend?
Oh, see, I don't have a sports team, my G. I read books.
You just bullied me right now.
No, not at all.
Right.
Getting my nerd on. It's all right.
But it's crazy. It's the opposite of usually it's like the nerds are the ones reading the books, but he's like,
Exactly.
you watch sports, nerd? Get out of here. So I'm sorry. It was the Saints, Packers 34 up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it looks like it was a blowout.
Packers. Are they even making the playoffs?
No, and who else got cut? 2 Cowboys yesterday?
Yeah,
They got-
Cowboys. They fell. But you know what? Who cares about the Cowboys? Yeah, I said that. All right. But yeah, let's move on. All right, we're going to, you know what? And we're not going to go in order all the time. We're going to always switch it up because I think it makes it more fun. We'll always
I'm down.
start off with the N11 codes first,
Okay.
just to give out that information, and then we'll switch it up some days.
That's good info because I really didn't know about the one for the child services and all of that.
Hey, man, all of that stuff is good information for people.
Can I ask a question about the N11 codes for you guys?
Yes.
Have you guys ever actually told a lady, what's your 411?
No.
Okay.
No.
Cool. Me neither.
What's your
Are you
411?
sure? No.
You know what? You can say
He
that
said
was,
me.
that was, I mean, that was
no, he definitely used it because if we had said yes, he'd have been like, bro, me too.
Doesn't it?
Wait,
He's just making,
you
he's
know
just
what?
making sure.
Well, you know what?
No, bro.
You know
That was
what?
just you.
You know what?
Usher made it seem like it worked.
No, not at all.
I mean, you know, technically, that was a player line back in the day. What's your 411?
No, thank you.
I'm just
That's
saying.
what I was under the impression of.
It was. I'm just saying.
Never worked for me though.
That doesn't sound like it's gonna work.
You know what?
I could dig it though. Wasn't it like a song back in the day, or part of a song or something?
I think so.
Yeah.
It was a song. Mary J.
Oh, I could dig it.
It was. It was a song.
I could dig it like Ground Vision. Let's go.
I was thinking, yeah, and that should be the new song. I could dig it and like
I
the
could
number.
dig it.
Like,
I could dig it like
the
Ground
sponsor.
Vision.
Yeah.
I could
well,
dig it like Ground Vision.
Yeah.
Let's
I
go.
could dig it like Ground Vision.
You know what?
See?
These guys are on one today. What y'all have? What's in your cup?
Coffee.
Look, I've been fasting, so my brains are like being detoxed from the sugars and everything. So
For real?
This is natural high.
Oh, well, ain't nothing wrong with that. But yeah, let's jump into the power of daily habits.
Okay.
Let's jump into that. And you know, some of the typical daily habits are, you know, just exercising, trying to eat a healthy breakfast, setting some daily goals, you know, daily habits. And one of the great things about daily habits is they help us be more successful in life. Whether you agree or not, daily habits help us to be more successful.
Absolutely.
Without any daily habits, you have no chance of being successful
Right.
if you want to get to a certain point in life. So let's talk about an easy daily habit. Last week we were talking about exercising with you, and you talked about that a little bit.
Okay.
Let's talk about a different one.
I got one.
What's one?
A daily habit I do have is a pretty simple breathing technique that I learned when I was rocking with my guy Jorge from the, let me get it right, from the Indian Health Inc.
Okay.
Shout out to them. Shout out to Jorge. They were one of the first sponsors to get some of the journals for us to do the M4 workshop over there at Roll and Start. I learned this breathing technique when I was hanging and banging with Jorge, and it was you inhale for 4 seconds or a 4 count.
Okay.
You hold for a 7 count, and then you exhale for an 8 count. But you have to make sure that your inhale, your hold, and your exhale last all of those times, the 4, the 7, and the 8. And you want to repeat it about 2 to 3 times. And what it does is it relaxes the body. It allows for a fresher flow of air, and you can actually feel like your brain become lighter if you do it longer than the 2 to 3 times. So I have a daily habit of doing that for about 10 to 15 minutes. The inhale for 4, hold it for 7, let it out for 8. It's really good, yo.
Okay. So now, with that being said, let's practice this.
Okay, so I'll count you down,
Okay.
right? So
Okay.
you're going to inhale.
I got to inhale for how long?
It's a 4 count.
4 count. Inhale for 4.
Okay, ready? Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So then you repeat that process a few times.
Okay.
And as you do so, you'll feel your breath become stronger as you begin to inhale. Because sometimes the first inhale is a little bit harder.
Okay. Let's do it one more time.
Okay,
for me.
we're going. Let's do 2 rounds of it. Ready?
Okay. 2 rounds.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Inhale. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a nice technique.
Okay.
It's a nice technique.
All right. So, the reason why I wanted to do that was to see, do what he said, but also get our listeners to do these techniques and stuff like this. This is the reason why we share stuff like this.
Absolutely.
So yeah, share that again. Share the count with the listeners and all that, just in case they missed it, because I for sure can't remember it.
So, a breathing technique, I believe it's called the 4-7-8. And it was the first time I've ever heard of it.
4, 7, 8.
The 4-7-8. So you inhale for a 4 count.
Okay. Inhale for 4.
You hold for a 7 count, and then you exhale for an 8 count. And you do the best that you can to inhale, hold, and exhale for all of that time. The first time, as stated, it might be a little bit difficult, but as you begin to progress, just like with anything else, the first time is typically difficult. But as you begin to progress, you'll feel your breath become stronger. You'll be able to hold the entire 7 count, inhale the entire 4 count. Your breath will be able to exhale the entire 8 count. And there's just this refreshness that overcomes me when I do it, because I'm sitting there for about 15 minutes, 10 to 15, 10 minimum, 15 max, and this is a daily habit.
I like that. I like
Appreciate
that. Inhale, exhale. One of his daily
inhale,
habits.
inhale, hold, exhale.
Inhale, hold, exhale. Okay. Okay, let's talk about another one. Let's talk about, that's a good one. Let's talk about
What you
another one, journaling.
Okay.
Huh?
What you got on it? Because you been on.
No, I do journal.
Because you been on.
I do, you know what?
Yep.
I do a lot of
Because
writing.
you been on. Why? Why do you do a lot of writing? This is a part of your daily habit of journaling. Why do you do a lot
Because
of writing?
I do a lot of writing because I have a lot of thoughts throughout the day. And if I don't write these thoughts down, I will forget them. And a lot of these thoughts are very important to me.
So you're saying that your journaling and your note taking is a way to strengthen your memory.
Yes.
Because if you don't write it down, then you would forget it,
Yes.
and you have something to go back to.
And I'm just bringing this out because I know we can be seen even though we're on the radio, so why not? But
Right.
yeah, where's my paper that I got
I mean, you got papers everywhere. What's your habit, yo? You got one. What's your daily habit?
Here we
Making
go.
your bed. Making your bed every morning. It gives you a sense of accomplishment. There's books about it as well. And I looked it up online also. I guess it gives you self-discipline. It can make you feel more productive for the day.
Yes, it does.
So just something to start off your day with. And I've noticed, me doing it, I'm like, feel better about
Yeah, let's go.
when I don't do something sometimes.
At least I made my bed.
Exactly.
Do you make your bed?
Yes.
I do too. Yes, I do that also.
Right.
Yes.
And here we are on our show.
But yes, I do that one also, make my bed. But yeah.
If you're not making your bed, that's why y'all don't have a show. Make
But
your
yeah.
bed, get a show.
But yeah, back to my writing. It's important because I come up with a lot of concepts and ideas, and when I present them to people, I want to remember them.
Right.
And sometimes I don't remember them correctly, and also, but I also write down some of other people's thoughts. More importantly, because sometimes it's so much I get out of hearing what someone else says.
Right.
It's what it can do for the brain. It's so. Let's dive deep. You ever hear somebody say something to you and it's so powerful and it's like the best thing you've heard in like years?
Yes.
And one of the best things I heard, I remember being a kid. I'll just start off with that. Was the letters PRIDE, pride. And I got this from my coach Tiny. He coached us when we were kids, a travel team. And pride stood for personal responsibility and daily efforts. And
That's good.
yeah, and I always lived most of my late childhood life and early adulthood on pride, personal responsibility, and daily efforts.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
So, that's one of the things that I've heard, and I'm like, yeah, that's powerful for me. So, yeah, I write that down, all kind of along with the other stuff.
Let's get it. We got the daily breathing.
Yes.
We got the jotting down the powerful notes. We got the bed making. Daily habits are it though, for real.
Yeah, one more.
One more.
Yep, one more daily habit. I want to talk about that's very important.
What you got?
Personal hygiene.
Man. Need it.
Personal hygiene.
Need it.
Personal hygiene.
Need it. That's a head scratcher that, not as many people have that as a daily habit.
But it's very important.
It really is very important. I brush my teeth daily. I floss daily. I shower daily. I use lotions and creams daily to make sure that my body's moisturized. Yeah.
I'm glad to hear all that.
Thank you. I'm glad to be able to say all that and do it.
But yeah, I want people to know personal hygiene is very important, and establishing a regular routine, whether it's daily or every other day, just understand personal hygiene is very important.
Absolutely.
And not just for you, but for others also, out of the respect for others. So, let's take that into account.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, what time we at?
I have no idea. I can't see the clock.
Okay, well, let's go into a song.
We're going to rock that lid for it. Let them know.
Yeah, we're playing that the whole
yep.
time.
Yep.
I've got a lot to live for. I've got a lot to live for. I've got a lot to live for. Yeah. I've got a lot to live for. I am not done. As long as there is life in my lungs, it might be the darkest of nights, but the light will still come. Waiting for the day to break. This'll be the takeaway. Negativity, it can't stay by the break of day. Seeing shadowy shapes, those are small shades. The battle to be great, that's a small phase. Improve self-development, intelligent, and always whatever y'all say, yeah, railing with. Yes, I've done things I'm not proud of, but hard to keep it clean, learning foul love. Growing pains, the challenge for the child of the neglected and discarded and rejected, like it was ancient Sparta. Now the king has wild blood, and to me, you see, I'm the one that vows love, and using self-reflection until honor is projected with perfection and prepping to raise a child. I've got a lot to live for. I've got a lot to live for. I've got a lot to live for. Yeah. I've got a lot to live for. You've got a lot to live for. You've got a lot to live for. You've got a lot to live for. Yeah. You've got a lot to live for. Listen, you are unique. There's no one like you out of 500,000 billion heartbeats. I understand being faceless in a world full of faces, but the blood in your veins, it remains full of greatness. Every breath that you breathe brings changes. Your smile rearranges the frown of a stranger. The only way for your crown to be in danger is if you see yourself through the eyes of another. Hated by your father and despised by your mother. Knocked down 100 times, still rise for another. Black sheep of the family, casted out. The future hangs on what you do now, not what the past is about. Don't take those excuses when they pass them out. Be the one who sees easy street and pass the route. And the well of your kindness never dries, it's to pass the drought. So success is the best way to cash you out.
You've got a lot to live for. You've got a lot to live for. You've got a lot to live for. Yeah, yeah. You got a lot to live for. I've got a lot to live for. I've got a lot to live for. I've got a lot to live for. Yeah, yeah. I've got a lot to live for. We want to welcome you back to Tribe and Great Radio, where we're having a little fun.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. We want to get back to it. Let's get gritty.
And you know what? Let's get gritty with it. And happy holidays to all who celebrate the holidays. And this is something that we were having a conversation about while we were waiting for I Love San Bernardino to finish being amazing as they were. Shout out to them.
Yes, big
Ipiani
time.
and Rob, you know what I'm saying? 100 to them as always. With that, we were discussing the holiday season and how the holiday season may not always be a time of celebration for some individuals, right? The loss of loved ones, certain traumatic events have taken place around this time. So that is one of the reasons why we're going to be rocking with Live For the entire show, to let everyone know, for those who are celebrating this season and everything is full of bliss, you know, that you have a lot to live for those who may have some form of trauma or loss, someone that has, you know, something else that is going on that this time doesn't bring about the best memories for them. You still also have a lot to live for, you know what I mean? So
Yes.
I want to go ahead and throw that out there.
Yes, we were talking about that. And we do understand that this time of year is not special for everyone.
Right.
And so we want to send, you know, some love to them for whatever
Absolutely.
reason, and let them know our hearts are going out to them.
Absolutely.
Also.
Our hearts go
So-
out to everyone.
So we understand that. Moving forward, we're going to jump into our Mindful Masculinity Mondays,
Yeah, M4.
our M4 content. Last week we had left off with number 3.
We left off on number 3 concerning the methods of masculinity, what we were bringing to the table for the young boys and the men as far as the environment that they can expect from the workshops.
Right. So we're going to touch back on that. Number 3, we're going to dive into number 4.
Okay, I got you.
And then he has something called 4 avenues. But
Right, we'll get into the 4 avenues. So the third one was we are going to convert all mind energies into expressions of self-appreciation, self-improvement, family stabilization, and community enhancement. And the breakdown of all of that was giving the young men tools, techniques, strategies, like the making of the bed, the daily hygiene, you know, the breathing practices, giving these young men these tools and techniques to be upstanding citizens, model citizens, right? Someone that you can say, hey, you know, I want my son to model himself after this young man right here because he's showing what it means to be a good role model.
exactly.
Right. So then going into the 4th one, we're going to reinforce the transmuted mind energies through situational daily practices, self-evaluation, and meditation, which is the creative alone time.
When you say transmute, explain that. What does that mean?
Transmute is we're going to take one version of the young man,
Mm-hmm.
give him these techniques and these tools, and that is going to allow for, let's say, the metamorphosis from caterpillar to butterfly.
Okay. I just want the listeners to understand what you're saying, just in case.
Absolutely. We're going to take all of the information and allow that to shine through their character, their personality, their community activity and engagement to go from that caterpillar to the butterfly. Right? We're going to transform to the best version of oneself.
Okay. So moving forward with the M4, what are we going into next?
So with that, concerning the M4, we have what I like to call the 4 avenues. Now, the 4 avenues are virtue, distraction, discipline, and value. What we are teaching the young men is to find a virtue that they want to adopt and adapt as far as their personality and their character. So let's say trustworthiness, or let's say consideration, right? That's the virtue that the young man wants to practice. That's the virtue that they want to adopt and adapt. Once this decision has been made, the first thing to arise is distraction, and we all know that. A person says they want to stop smoking, they want to stop drinking, they want to lose weight, they want to stop going to the club and partying. The moment a person makes a decision to do something opposite of what they've been doing, the first thing that arises is a distraction. So we have the virtue, we have the distraction. Now the discipline comes in to eliminate the weight of the distraction.
Okay.
Once the distraction is overcome through the discipline, the daily habit, making the bed, the breathing technique, the daily hygiene, right? The daily discipline will outshine the distraction, and then that goes into the value. Once that discipline has become so strong, value is then added to the character and the contribution of one who is practicing said virtue. So those are the 4 avenues. It's the virtue, the distraction, the discipline, and the value. Find out the virtue you want. Understand a distraction is going to come. Overcome that distraction with your discipline, and add value to yourself and others.
I hope you guys hear this. This is some powerful stuff.
I appreciate that.
The one that really hits me the hard is discipline.
Okay.
Discipline. And let's just talk about discipline for a minute. A lot of people don't have discipline. And discipline is actually hard. It's not easy. It's not easy for people to be disciplined. How would you say we get people to be more disciplined? What are some avenues that they can take to be more disciplined?
Well, here's the thing. He himself, we can't want it for somebody else more than they want it for themselves. We can inspire them with our discipline and be that role model. But to get someone else to be more disciplined, let's look at the definition of it, right? It says training to act in accordance with rules that develops or improves a skill through the rigorous conditioning of experience, right? The discipline, the act of acting in accordance with rules, right? Training oneself to improve. We can only show that through our discipline.
Yeah.
Can't want it for somebody else more than they want it for themselves, because it's going to be on them to improve their skills. We can show them what it looks like. This is how I improve my skills. This is how you improve your memory skills. You write it down.
So people, basically what I'm hearing is you got to want it.
Right.
You have to want it.
The techniques and the resources are there, but you got to want it.
Yeah, we can give you all the resources. We can tell you who to call. We can tell you who to email. We can tell you who to speak to. But at the end of the day, you have to want it as an individual as to whatever it is you're trying to accomplish.
And know that we're going to be right there to support.
Oh, yeah. Tribe and Grit is going to be there to
UV
support.
Light Foundation definitely going to be there to support.
Yes.
100%.
You know what? Speaking of Tribe and Grit and the UV Lights, I need to put this out there. If you go to the Tribe and Grit website, you can purchase T-shirts. Sale of those T-shirts will go back to the sponsorship of this radio program. So I wanted to put that out there. Also, let the people know about the books, because we forgot last week. We didn't even touch on that. Let them know where they can find the journals and all that stuff.
Okay, so I appreciate that. We did forget because we
Yes.
just been hanging and banging and rocking with each other. I am actually on BarnesandNoble.com. You can go and look up Ulysses Valor, ULYSSES VALOR, on BarnesandNoble.com. I do have 10 journals there. However, you can also, you can find me at Lulu.com. That is Lulu.com. facebook.com/spotlight/Ulysses Valor, ULYSSESVALOR, and the link tree. I'm gonna get this right this time. It is linktr.ee Ulysses UVLGHT Valor. Word.
You got that?
I did.
You sure?
I think so.
You didn't mess up?
I don't think so.
Okay. Yes, people. Yes, people. But
This is real life, money. I'll get it right next week, but I believe that's it.
please go out there and support UV lights. That's important to us. Please go out
I
there.
appreciate that.
Yeah, please go out there and
Man,
support UV.
Tribe and Grit. Yeah.
Oh, of course.
We here.
But support UV lights, Tribe and Grits,
We here.
because we trying to make it happen.
We definitely making it happen. So this is one of them right here. This is the Mindful Masculinity Journal for boys and men that we're going to be using for the workshop and the courses. And this is one that I use personally myself that says emotional maturity is self-love. So let's get it.
All right. So what are we going? Because we got to leave the M4 content in a few minutes. What do you want to end with? Because we're going to come back next week anyway. What are we going to end with right quick?
I want to hit him with this quote.
Okay.
And the quote says, "Those who delight in learning receive advice and insight with gladness of heart, not as one whose intelligence is being insulted." Ulysses Valor.
There it is there. There it is there. I hope y'all got that.
Appreciate that.
Not a problem, my brother. Not a problem. So let's, you know what? So we gonna jump into
The black seat, huh?
yeah.
Yep, I knew it was coming. The
Let's-
black seat. I probably popped somebody's ears with that. My bad.
That's all
I think I popped my ears with that.
But so last week on the Black Sea, we were talking about blind spots.
Word.
Blind spots, and we're going to continue to talk about that for a couple of minutes. You know, we want to talk about navigating blind spots, and blind spots are basically, you know how you in the car, you just the one rolling, you can't see certain angles in the car, you can't see certain positions from your view. Life is just like that. Life is just like that. There are certain things in life you're just not going to see that come.
Right.
You're not going to see it coming, and that's what we're talking about, navigating life's blind spots,
The uncertainties.
the uncertainties.
The
And
jack in the boxes that just pop out at you.
yeah, with Jack in the Box, that wouldn't be bad when we leave. You know, I am hungry too.
I see. Yep, I told you I was starting to get hungry too.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, back to it.
Yeah, back to it.
Word.
But blind spots, you know, and sometimes but you got to remember, sometimes it's the things that you can't see that matter.
Right.
I want people to remember that. Sometimes it's the things that you can't see that matter. Because when you can't see it, you just always keep moving forward. Sometimes you don't need to you don't have to think about everything. Sometimes we overthink things. You always tell me that. You say, man, you thinking again. And I'll be like, yeah, I'm thinking again. And sometimes we can overthink things. But you know what? Sometimes you got to remember those blind spots, guess what? They don't matter all the time. That's weird, huh? You know why it doesn't matter?
Because it's a blind spot.
Exactly. Sometimes everything that happens in your life ain't meant to be seen by you.
Right. I like that.
Think about that.
I could dig it. That goes back to the blind spot being something beneficial.
Yep. Exactly.
Right,
You see
'cause-
where this is going, right?
Keep running it. Keep running it. Let's go.
It's just like I sort of look at how we met. That was a blind spot for you because you didn't even come to that meeting for that. Think about that.
Right.
That's a blind spot. You somewhere where you wasn't supposed to be, but guess what? That's a blind spot. Think of what it turned into. That's how our relationship turned out a blind spot for you. I knew where I was supposed to be, but you didn't know where you supposed to be.
Right.
So you know what?
Because I was like, yo, am I in the right spot? They were like, yeah, you here. All right,
No,
word.
you was in a blind spot. But think about how it turned out where it was something that mattered.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So I wanted people to get that and understand that. But we're not going to stay in the black seat too long.
Okay.
We're not, because I want to talk about the success steps.
Okay, we could dig it.
Success steps.
We could dig it with ground vision.
One of the things we were talking about was success steps, and we were talking about success steps can be a person.
Right.
It can be a thing. It's anything that helps you move forward in life.
Right.
It can be a conversation you have with a person. And like I said, it can be a picture you saw. But it's anything that helps you move forward in life. And we call this success steps.
Word. Keep going, because I gotta find my success step.
So, you looking for yours already?
Well, no, because I want to make sure. I get the. Because I'm gonna shout out my people. Yeah, let me make sure my people know. All right, word. There we go.
So we were talking about success steps. And so one of the things me and Ulysses talked about, we would always share a success step, one or two, that's happened for us every week while we're on the show.
Right.
And so I guess I'm gonna go first.
I mean, you can if you got it, because I got mine.
You got yours?
I got mine. I think I got mine.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go first.
All right, so yeah, shout out to my man. He is RJ Full Range. Y'all can find him on Instagram at RJ Full Range. That is my engineer. He is fantastic behind the ones and twos, behind the boards, whatever y'all need. Man, video, photography, music, instrumentals, recording. His link tree is linktr.ee/RJ Full Range. Man, that is definitely one of my success steps. Without his talent, without his expertise, without his passion, the music that the people are listening to, that they're hanging and banging and rocking with right now, wouldn't sound as magnificent as it does without RJ, my G. So shout out to RJ. We're going to get the big round of applause for everybody, you know what I'm saying? RJ Full Range, hitting. That's my success step.
RJ Full Range, okay.
I'm about to check my link tree and make sure I said that right.
Okay. One of my success steps I'm going to give a shout out to is 10 Degrees Automotive.
Okay, let's get it.
10 Degrees Automotive obviously is a mechanic shop. It's in the city of Corona. It's on 6th Street. I don't know the exact address, but I want to get it right. It's 10 Degrees Automotive, run by a good guy named Ricardo.
Okay, Ricardo, shout out.
Yeah, so I want to give a shout out to Ricardo. And I want to give a shout out to Ricardo because Ricardo's an amazing mechanic, man. I'm talking about he's all that and some. And his shop, I've seen his shop grow from one, I guess you would call it a bay.
Okay.
So it's grown from one bay, which when I met him was just say about 12, 13 years ago.
Okay.
And now he has 3 bays.
Let's get it.
So I want to give a shout out to Ricardo because Ricardo, he's a guy that's also given me a lot of advice about my car. I mean, and I brought my car to him, and there's times he hasn't charged me.
Okay.
And so I just want to give a shout out to him and, plug him in, of course. Ricardo.
Let's get him.
10 Degrees Automotive. But he's been one of the success steps in my life because he's been a positive influence. And, we've had great conversations, but he's an awesome mechanic also. Ricardo. You got the address? Oh, yeah, get the address.
It's 1453 West 6th Street in Corona, Suite 102.
Hey, thanks for that. Thanks for that.
Let's get it. That was wonderful.
Okay.
Look at us out here.
All right, who you got?
Okay, so the next one, I shot him out earlier today, so I'm going to get him all the way in the proper way now. My guy, Jorge Luis Ruiz. He is a community preventative educator, and he works with the Indian Health Inc. They are the Riverside, San Bernardino County Indian Health Inc. Their address is 11980 Mount Vernon Ave in Grand Terrace. They were the ones who put together the funds and sponsored the M4 content. They bought the first bundle of journals for us to be able to go ahead and do that workshop. So shout out to Jorge Luis Ruiz. Shout out to Riverside, San Bernardino County Indian Health Inc. That's what's up, my G. Let's hit them with a round of applause. Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Appreciate you, E. You out there. Let's get it. Yeah, I could dig Ground Vision. Like, tell Ground Vision if they need a track. E said it. E, you gonna have to make the beat for it.
Yeah,
tell Ground Vision if they want a track, yo. I could dig it with Ground Vision.
I know he can make it happen.
I could dig it with Ground Vision.
Okay, I got my success step.
Go.
I'm gonna do something different. My success step, I want to give a shout out to my grandmother.
Okay.
My grandmother. She's been a major influence in my life. She might be the most important person in my life.
Nice.
She might be the most important person in my life. No disrespect to anybody else, but it's just the truth. But I want to give a shout out to her for showing me. She's a person that always was into business and doing things, and I always watched her move when I was a kid. And so I've seen her be able to grind and make things happen with, and being a woman doing this. And so I want to give a shout out. I don't want to throw her name out there on air, but I'm gonna just say my grandmother and my grandma. I just say Mrs. Hollins.
Yeah.
Mrs. Hollins,
The
my
original.
grandma. Yes.
The original Hollins.
OG Mrs. Hollins.
Original Mrs. Hollins. That's what's up.
Yeah, but thank you for that.
Hold on, wait.
How much? We got 7 minutes.
Do
Okay.
I have another one or not?
You got another one?
I'm trying to find money right now. Give me 1 second, cause he's a crucial piece as well, and I want to make sure that I get him right. It's music changing
Okay.
lives. I want to get my guy Josiah. Hold on. I want to make sure that people know who Josiah is, cause he out here for real making it happen. Here we go.
You better go.
Bingo. Okay,
You
yeah.
got 2 minutes.
So my guy Josiah Bruni, his link tree is linktr.ee/music changing lives. This brother is amazing in the community. He invited me to sit on a board with him to bring together the first men's council of the Inland Empire to establish a healthy coalition of strong men to navigate our community to the best of our ability upward and not spiraling downward. So shout out to Josiah, music changing lives, like 100%.
Okay, shout out
big
to
step.
Josiah. Big
Yeah,
shout
yeah,
out to
yeah.
him. You know what? I'm gonna throw in Love Lux real quick.
Yep.
I want to talk about Love Lux real quick. And Love Lux is, when you talk about Love Lux, you're talking about luxury, leisure, and lifestyle, basically.
Let's get it.
Luxury, leisure, and lifestyle. And you want to know what Love Lux is. Basically, Love Lux is a company that offers a variety of things,
Such as
such as curated getaways.
curated getaways.
Yeah.
I like how that sounds. Look, even E did too.
Curated getaways.
Yeah.
Personalized events. They offer personalized events.
Okay.
Love Lux also offers luxury at home. So you may not be able to go somewhere for whatever reason, but you know what? They can bring the spa day to you. They can bring the massage to you. So whatever it is you're looking to do, Love Lux can make it happen for you at home, or they can make it happen for you away from home.
That's what's up.
I'm telling
what's
you,
up.
you can't beat it.
I mean, I love the lux out of that.
Yeah, so
I love the lux out of that.
you gotta love Lux. But yeah,
I love that lux, homie.
but yeah.
Hey, that's a good one. That should be their tag, yo. Love that lux.
But you gotta remember, it's a lifestyle.
I could dig it. Oh yeah, loving that lux is a lifestyle.
Hey, it's a lifestyle. So if that is something you're looking to find, you can contact Love Lux at 951-704-3205. That is 951-704-3205. That is Love Lux. Curated getaways, luxury experiences. It's luxury, leisure, and lifestyle.
You gotta love that lux.
Got to.
Man.
Got to. We got about 4 minutes
We got
left.
about 4 minutes.
And with the last 4 minutes, we just talk. We don't. Oh, you know what?
Hit me.
Christmas is this week.
Yep.
I want to tell everybody, Christmas Eve, please be safe driving.
Yes. Be safe.
Yeah,
Careful on all of the spiked
Yeah.
eggnog.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Be safe driving out there.
Absolutely.
No drinking and driving. No drinking and driving. Call your Uber, call your Lyft. Oh, you know what? Better yet, call Lux Transportation.
Come on now.
I just thought about that.
Who should they call? Not the Ghostbusters.
Call Lux Transportation.
They should call this.
So if you need a ride somewhere, you gotta go somewhere. Call Lux Transportation at 951-399-5425.
Let's go. That's how you do that.
951-399-5425. We're gonna get out of here. We gonna play that Live For.
Yeah, let them know. They got a lot to live for,
Hey,
baby.
you got a lot to live for. Enjoy the holidays.
Man, yes.
Make the most of it. Enjoy your family, friends, people who care about you.
Yeah, much
Hey,
love.
and life matters.
Yeah, much love. Y'all got a lot to live for, baby. Stay gritty.
Let's get gritty.
I've got a lot to live for. I've got a lot to live for. I've got a lot to live for. Yeah, yeah. I've got a lot to live for. I am not done. As long as there is life in my lungs, it might be the darkest of nights, but the light will still come. Waiting for the day to break. This'll be the takeaway. Negativity, it can't stay by the break of day. Seeing shadowy shapes, those are small shades. The battle to be great, that's a small phase. Improve self-development, intelligent, and always whatever y'all say, yeah, real ain't with. Yes, I've done things I'm not proud of, but hard to keep it clean, learning foul love. Growing pains, the challenge for the child of the neglected and discarded and rejected, like it was ancient Sparta. Now the king has wild blood, and to me, you see, I'm the one that bows love. And using self-reflection until honor is projected with perfection and prepping to raise a child of. I've got a lot to live for. I've got a lot to live for. I've got a lot to live for. Yeah, yeah. I've got a lot to live for. You've got a lot to live for. You've got a lot to live for. You've got a lot to live for. Yeah, yeah. You've got a lot to live for. Listen, you are unique. There's no one like you out of 500,000 billion heartbeats. I understand being faceless in a world full of faces, but the blood in your veins, it remains full of greatness. Every breath that you breathe brings changes. Your smile rearranges the frown of a stranger. The only way for your crown to be in danger is if you see yourself through the eyes of another. Hated by your father and despised by your mother. Knocked down 100 times, still rise for another. Black sheep of the family, casted out. The future hangs on what you do now, not what the past is about. Don't take those excuses when they pass them out. Be the one who sees easy street and pass the route. And the well of your kindness never dries, it's surpassed the drought. So success is the best way to cash you out. You've got a lot to live for. You've got a lot to live for. Yeah, yeah. You've got a lot to live for. I've got a lot to live for. I've got a lot to live for. I've got a lot to live for. Yeah, yeah. I've got a lot to live for.
Miss your favorite show? Download the podcast at kcaaradio.com.